Football villains. Becoming a member. If somebody you've seen the villains and remembers and didn't know what they were talking about, basically it's a YouTube membership where you can become a villain. Eventually we'll have it all in one place, but right now it's on YouTube. And you can become a football villain and be a part of our private group me, where basically it's all night talking about football. But what you get is you get access to the videos first. You get access to our perspective, our insight, our connections, and basically premium information that we get, that we find, that we come up through the connections and things that we have that was grassrooted. And this is for the fan that wants more, that needs more information. So become a football villain, man. Join, hit the member button down there, the join button, and become a member. YouTube has it on sale. They'll give you half off the first month. And get more access to the Canes and preview to more information about recruiting, about inside info that we don't really say to everybody. Come check it out, bro. You can always cancel, but you won't. Football villains, man.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. The bottom of the clip of the gunshine stay high. One of them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Belle Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the grind. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking nine, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause niggas like the pen don't come cross that water. Welcome to South. I was born in the South.
Footballville private group me that we have. I think we had 200 people now. Shout out to the members, 200 members, 230 members on YouTube and counting. But in our group me, man, we have some things happening in there. That the other day we had Philip Buchanan in there. We got a couple parents in there. One is we had Cam Kitchens' dad, Marvin Chapman in there. Cam Kitchens has been playing like a leader. Also made a few sophomore mistakes. He owned up to them. Leads the ACC in interceptions. This is no surprise to us here at Footballville. We talked about this for years. They land you, and then they land the number one, we call him Footballville number one player in the nation, James Williams. Yeah. Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties. And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like a striker position, strong safety. Right. And I'm more with the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy. That's what's up. I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person. Right. So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses, and we're gonna he could feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety. Right. So I feel like we just gonna make each other better. Michael Haggard calling me, telling me, hey, he's out here coaching the kids on the field when he was a junior in high school, doing this thing. But when you start playing on that level, the NFL comes up. The NFL comes up, and anytime the NFL comes up, money comes up. There were scouts at the game the other day. And one thing I talk about, man, a lot is the money side of this thing. And I said that I was going to start voicing my opinion on these things and giving other options or advice to kids when they come through, because I understand money is a conversation we don't like to have. We don't like to have it. That's something we don't want to talk about. So when the NFL comes up, so the other day we were having a discussion inside of the Footballville group me about
Cam Kitchens and his success, and then somebody said, hey Marvin, which is his dad. His dad is in the group me. You gonna retire, huh? And Marvin, like any other man, responded back, no, man, that's not mine. That's not my money. I just want my son to take care of himself. I'm not riding on my son back, and rightfully so. I understand that mindset. That no, I ain't no leech. That's what we take pride in. We take pride in saying those things. I don't want nothing from you. I've heard coaches say that a lot. Nah, man, I don't want nothing from you. You done picked the little joker up and went and got him for 5 years. Brought him dinner 30 times. But the pride in us is like, nah, man, I don't want nothing for you. You've developed a relationship with him, a bond with him as his coach, and then you send him on because you don't want nothing from him. From a parent standpoint, a lot of times we feel the same way. I don't know about any other community, but a lot of our community, anything is not 100%, but a lot of times I hear that, no, man, that's my son. He gonna do what he want to do. That's his money if he was to ever make it. I'm not here to live in his limelight or live on his coattail. One thing LeVar Ball did was showed us a blueprint of a guy owning his family, taking ownership of his kids' talent, ownership of his kids' brand, ownership of his kids' name, and walking them through the process of independency and entrepreneurship. Walking them through the process of, okay, well, this ain't working out for us. Let's pivot, go overseas, find another way. Being there, being a protector, letting people know that, hey, listen, man, we have representation over here. I believe if your child, girl or boy or son is so talented that they get a chance to go to the NFL, somebody who he trusts has to go with him. And when I say go with him, it can't be, hey, that's out of my league. Go on, man. And then he makes new friends, new business partners, and has to establish new relationships. But he trusts you. You're somebody he knows he can look back to, and when things get crazy, people call him asking for money. When people coming in his life and he thinks it's a good idea, a good investment. We got a girl in his life, and she's the baddest girl he ever dealt with, but he can't see through her. He trusts you. He trusts you. He trusts you. He trusts his mom. He trusts that uncle that he been calling for the last 10 years. That's who he trusts. I don't know everything about Lamar Jackson and what his mom did, but we all seen that video when they were sitting there in the draft and he was dropping, but it was him and his mom. And it was almost like, to hell with you and your systems. If we fail, we're going to fail together. Same way we got here. Not saying you don't need people around you. You don't need assistants. You don't need helpers. You don't need people to do their jobs and what they're doing. What I'm saying is that we didn't raise our kids or teach our kids how to deal with $1 million. We didn't raise our kids and teach our kids financial literacy. We didn't raise our kids and teach our kids how do you spot the wrong person that's coming. When he's the boss, when he's the employee. You're the player, he's the agent. What's your position? We didn't teach our kids those things. So who do we believe is going to teach them? We taught them how to backpedal. We taught them how to pick it up. We taught them how to be tough. We taught them how not to cry. We taught them all that stuff, right? But who's going to be there for them when the business part of things are presented to him and he can't figure it out? He doesn't know how to see a bad deal when it comes to him. He doesn't know how to not take advance money that's going to cause him to be, or he don't know how to deal with the advancement or the offer of, hey, we give you $100,000 a day, you just pay us back. Who's going to be there to help him deal with that? It's the reason LeVar Ball did what he did, and everybody isn't LeVar Ball, but he showed us the blueprint. He showed you a blueprint of what kids are worth, their value, and what you could do with it. Start creating your circles, man. People you could trust, people you can get on the phone and call and ask. When your kids have leverage and they may be a star player on the local college team or things of that nature, people want to be around. Start creating your circle. Start creating your circle of guys you can trust or guys you can fall back on or pick up the phone and call. Because that next level, there was no training for that. There was no training for what do you do with your first $1 million. And I don't think nobody wants their kid to walk through that alone. We just innately step back because what it may look like. Well, here at FOOTBALLVILLE, we said last year, we ain't stepping back anymore. We're going to keep stepping up and giving these words and telling people what we feel and having these uncomfortable conversations because it's time. This business is getting closer and closer to high school football. If the daddies couldn't handle it, the kids damn sure ain't gonna be able to handle it. Vest or die, man. FOOTBALLVILLE.